Hey team, Watto here. I'm building this from the ground up. One take, no reshoots, just real talk from wherever I am at. These videos are raw on purpose because confidence and impact come from showing up, not being perfect. If it helps me, it might help someone else too. So video number 4, the probing question from chat is a conversation that changed my thinking. I'm going to lean into a conversation very much about parenting, and I hope this can add some value to fellow parents out there. So I was watching a video on YouTube, and there's a guy, you probably know him, his name's Tom Brady. He plays NFL, well, not anymore. And there's this video of him, I'll put the link in the comments. There's this video of him at a press conference when there's a person at the press conference that says, "Tom, you are a hero to so many. Who is your hero?" And Tom took a couple of moments to respond, but when he did respond, he responded with, this high level of emotion, and he said, "My father." And that was the end of the conversation. He just said, "My father," and that was it. And I thought to myself, what did he do? Like, what did his father do that had such a huge impact on his life? And I was incredibly curious. Didn't think much of it. And then a few years had passed, and I was lucky enough to actually meet Tom Brady in Melbourne and Brisbane when he was out in Australia, and lucky enough to share the stage with him for a few minutes as well. But when we were hanging out backstage, I asked him that question, said, "Tom, that video that you recorded, you're at a press conference, someone in the press conference asked, 'Tom, you're a hero to so many. Who's your hero?' And he said, 'You said your dad.' But what did your dad do? Like, what did your dad do that left such an emotional tag behind, or had that, that really felt experience?" And he said he supported me with whatever I wanted to do. He supported me. He didn't push me. He didn't grind me. He was just there to support me. So if I wanted to play football, he was supportive. If I wanted to play baseball, he was supportive, but he was just really supportive. He didn't push. I'm like, wow, that's really interesting, because the way I naturally turn up as a parent, I like to push. Like, I always thought that was the best way to get the best out of my girls, was to push, make decisions for them, encourage them and push them into things. And if their effort isn't where it needs to be, you drive, you push harder. And I thought, wow, that's a really interesting data point. And also around the same time, I was lucky enough to spend some time with a guy called Wayne Gretzky, and he's a hockey player, ice hockey player from Canada. And again, the same question I asked him, did your parents push you? And he said, no, they didn't. They didn't push me. They supported me. They were always there to support me with whatever I wanted to do. I'm like, wow, that's 2 data points, right? I've got 2 data points now that tell me the way I am naturally turning up to parenting isn't, in a sense, going to have or deliver the results that I wanted to. Like, in a sense, I wanted our daughters to be successful, but 2 of the most successful people on the planet are telling me that the way I was naturally parenting wasn't the way that worked for them. I was like, interesting. So then now any successful person that I see or run into in my travels, I ask the same question. I was lucky enough to sit on a plane next to Glenn McGrath, ask the same question. "Glenn, did your parents push you?" "No, they didn't." Interesting. I saw Ian Thorpe in one of the airport lounges. Went straight up to Ian. "Ian, did your parents push you?" "No, they didn't." So that was a conversation or conversations that I had that completely changed my thinking around parenting and how I naturally turned up in pushing my girls. So my wife and I now openly talk, very real about those conversations I had, and we use those influence now to get the best out of our kids. Yes, we are there to offer the girls support, but we're not there to grind them. We're not there to push them to go harder. If they don't want to do it for themselves, they're never going to enjoy it anyway if we're pushing them. And the more people we talk to, that's, in a sense, the theme that you see. If you're going to become successful at anything you do, it has to come from within them, based on them wanting to do it, not just wanting to do it to not get in trouble by your parents. So that's pretty much reshaped the way my wife and I parent our daughters is we are there to support them. Don't get me wrong. There are moments there where I want to, yell and scream and shout and motivate from the sidelines, but I realise that that's not going to benefit my daughters. My daughters need to find that drive and be motivated within, not rely on me to motivate externally. Yes, I encourage and I let them know that I'm proud of them, but we are there to support. If they want to play netball, we are there to support. If they want to do swimming, we are there to support. If they want to do surf lifesaving, we are there to support. And really what we coach them on is effort, making sure that they're giving 110% to whatever they commit to, because we reward very much on effort, not so much results. So that's me for today. One take, no script, just real talk. If you're learning out loud like I am, let's keep rolling. And if it hits you, like, comment, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs it. But also, I would like to hear your experience when it comes to pushing and pulling and supporting your kids, and how that worked for you. Or how did that work for you when your parents were pushing or supporting you? Thanks.